Man, so a few people wanted to hear my thoughts on what's going on with The Rock. Since about 91% of the channel is men, I don't mind making these videos to try to help other men out. We got about 9% is women, which has grown over the last couple months. Appreciate you, women. Thank you. Now, listen. I will always have the utmost respect for The Rock, whether he's on gear or not. That's not my job to judge. I don't really care. Growing up without any parents, I had to find a place where I could, find some inspiration, some motivation. The Rock was one of those people I found motivation in and inspiration in. Batman was another, and then martial arts was another. So I'll always have the utmost respect. And even years and years and years ago, I wrote The Rock on Twitter, and he actually messaged me. Well, not messaged me back, but he commented back to me. Not message. It was on a comment thread. But he commented back to me. Made my day. That was back in like 2012, I believe. If I can find it, I'll put it on here because it was on my old Twitter account. So this is my thoughts, man. Whether The Rock is on gear or not, that's what everybody's saying is that, he came off the gear. He's lost about 60 pounds. And he's looking very, very slim. Now, you have to realize that I think The Rock was walking around at like 300 pounds. That is not... It's hard to keep up with that type of frame for so long without, extra help. As a person who works out a lot, who's been working out and into fitness since I was like 16 years old, it's hard to maintain a physique like that. Now, like I said, whether The Rock is on gear or not, I could care less, man. That's not my place to judge. I don't care. There's a few things you have to take into consideration when you're looking at The Rock and these new pictures of him. It said that he lost around like 60 pounds, so he's like walking around now like 250 or 240, somewhere around that range, or 260. So he's still fairly big, and I guarantee you, if he took the shirt off, he would still be ripped. It's just when you're super ripped, it's kind of hard to tell under a shirt. But once you take that shirt off, people are like, oh, okay, no, he's still pretty big. Now, you have to take into consideration that The Rock is also in his 50s. Father Time doesn't skip anybody. It catches up to everybody. It hits everybody. That's just what it is. That's just how life is. Now, when we're talking about The Rock, we know he comes in, he's the hardest worker in the room. He's working out at 3 a.m. Multiple workouts a day. I think, besides if you take out the gear talk, I think it's an accumulation of everything that is happening. And then they're also talking about how like he had some heart scares or something like that. That would make anybody change, no matter what it was. If you had a heart scare, you're going to change things. But my thoughts is, I think it's an accumulation of everything. When you're getting up at 3 a.m., gymming 3 to 4 times a day, weightlifting, cardio, that stuff catches up to you. And I personally can tell you it catches up to you because years and years ago, in my 20s, I was getting up about 4 o'clock and getting right to the gym at 5 o'clock. Working out, and I ran on about 4 hours of sleep a day. I did that for years and years. And once I hit into my 30s, I look back at it now, I'm like, I don't know how in the hell I did that. I was so motivated though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was motivated. That was like, I was very fit. I mean, I'm fit now, but I was killing it back then. I was doing pull-ups with 70-pound dumbbells, and I was doing it. Okay, I was very motivated back then. But I think it's an accumulation of everything that's catching up to The Rock. I think because your body, it needs sleep. We have to have sleep. Sleep is the key to everything. And one of my favorite sayings is, stress will kill you faster than a bullet. And if your body is so stressed out and your mind is so stressed out, it's gonna play an effect on your body. Like years and years ago, I was so stressed out. This was like probably about like 10 years ago. I didn't even know when you have so much stress, it can make you lose hair. Like I had a patch of hair missing in my beard because I was just stressed about life and stuff. Just normal stuff. I was stressed, especially when you got a kid too. It can be a little stressful. And I had when I went to my barber to get it cut, I had a patch of missing hair in my beard. I was like, he was like, you been stressed? I'm like, yeah. He was like, it's probably what it is. So stress can really catch up to you, man. It can affect your weight. It can affect your hair loss. It can affect your overall health in general. So you have to make sure you're getting enough sleep. And listen, y'all know I like the gym. I like to work out. I listen to my body more than now that I'm in my 30s. When I was in my 20s, say like if I worked out a couple days in a row and my body was like real tired and weak, I would just push through it and work out still. I don't do that no more. If I work out and the next day I feel like my body needs the rest, I'm taking that rest day and I'm resting. It's so important to rest your body. Not only rest your body, but rest your mind. You have to give your body rest and time to recover. In my 20s, man, I used to push through it, bro. I was just like, nope, I'm hitting the gym. This soreness and stuff ain't gonna bother me. But now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, nah. Okay, we're gonna rest today. We're gonna take a little easy today. We're gonna let our body rest, and we'll get back to it tomorrow. You have to do that. But I think it's an accumulation of everything, and then you have to take into consideration his work ethic. He's multiple movies a year. He's always on the go. He's always moving. So when you're always moving, you're always working. And plus, you got a family. See, you have to factor in all these different things: his family, working out, only getting about. I think he said he only gets about 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day. All that catches up to you. So I think that's all playing a part. Like I said, maybe the gear, maybe not the gear. It's probably, I think it's an accumulation of everything. And I think he's probably at a point in his life where he's putting his family first. And he's like, you know what? It's time for me to, step back a little bit and just enjoy. I feel like that's what he's kind of at. That's how I felt in my 30s. Once I hit my 30s, I was like, I'm still going to work out. I'm still going to better myself. But I'm going to chill. I'm not going to be like this crazy workout machine anymore. Because I used to do it, man. I used to work out 5 to 6 days a week, 4 hours of sleep. I look back at it now and I'm just like, I don't know how I used to do it, man. I don't know how I used to do it. I don't know what type of motivation I had, but I was in it, all right? So my point of this whole post is that you guys want me to talk about is you guys just make sure you're getting enough sleep. You have to make sure you're getting enough sleep. Your body needs rest. That is the best way for you to recover not only your body but also your mind. Make sure you're working out. You at least it doesn't matter where you start. If you don't work out, get some walking in, do something. Get some sunlight on your body, go on a walk. Get some working out in, man. I'm telling you, if you start working out, your body will appreciate you and you will feel so much better about yourself. Working out just gives you a good feeling. Like working out to me, it's not a hobby, it's not a chore, it's a lifestyle to me. So make sure you're working out. Also, make sure you try to eat a little bit healthier. Processed foods, all that stuff, junk food, fast food. You gotta cut that out. You gotta start doing some education, okay? You got to start educating yourself on what to eat and what not to eat, especially in today's food, because we are living in crazy times where the food is bioengineered and crazy stuff. Make sure you check the labels of the food. Look for sucralose, artificial flavors. Look for the contained bioengineered ingredients. If it has that type of stuff in it, don't get it. It's bad for your body. But like I said, man, I think it's an accumulation of everything. So my point of this whole thing is just make sure you get sleep. Try to eat better. Actually, don't try. Do eat better. Like Yoda said, there is no try. You either do or don't. So eat better. Get some sleep. If you don't work out, just try to get like a little bit of walking in or something. Start somewhere. We all start from somewhere. And then just, and try not to stress yourself out, man. Like, as I'm in my 30s now, I try not to let anything stress me out. I don't deal with drama. I don't deal with negativity. I don't care who you are. You can be a family member, a friend. If you're bringing any type of drama or negativity around me, I will put a wall up so fast because I don't I don't play that, man. I don't let nobody negative around me. So make sure you cut out all the drama, all the negativity out of your life, and you only got positive thoughts and positive energy, okay? So yeah, I think that's my thoughts on this. Just make sure you cut stress. Stress. Don't stress yourself out about nothing. I know that's hard to say, especially in today's times, but stress will kill you faster than a bullet. So make sure you're not stressing yourself out. Try not to stress yourself out. I know it's kind of hard, with life and especially these days, but for your overall health, man, don't let nothing stress you out. Just try to think positive and think about the big man upstairs. He's got an overall bigger plan for you. But that's my thoughts on it, man. I think just get more rest, eat more healthy, get a little bit of working out in. And overall, I just think with The Rock, I think it's an accumulation of everything of why he's so slimmed down. I don't think it's one thing. I think it's multiple things. But that's just my thoughts on it. And I always have the utmost respect for The Rock. So it's not my place to judge. I could care less whether he was on gear or not. It's not my place to judge. So post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about The Rock and his his performance change? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers is ground time.